Hey everyone, welcome to English Connect podcast. I'm your host, Sophia, and it's so good to see you here today.
And I'm Jason. Thanks for choosing to spend your time with us. We're all about learning English in a way that's practical, relaxed, and actually useful in real life, not just in textbooks.
Exactly. So, Jason, how have you been? What's new with you?
I've been good, thanks. This week was pretty busy, but I'm feeling great today. Just ready to slow down and enjoy this conversation with you and everyone watching. How about you, Sophia? Anything exciting happening?
I'm doing really well. I had a nice, quiet weekend, and I'm looking forward to diving into today's topic. Speaking of which, have you ever noticed how one tiny word can show up everywhere in English and do so many different things?
Oh, absolutely. Let me guess. Are we talking about being?
Yes, that's exactly what we're exploring today. Being is one of those words that English learners hear constantly, but when it comes time to actually use it, they freeze up.
Right. They understand it when they hear it, but they're not sure if they're using it correctly themselves. Like, wait, is it being or been? Do I say I'm being or just I am?
Exactly those questions. So today, we're going to make being feel natural and easy. We're not going to throw grammar rules at you. We're just going to show you real examples and how native speakers actually use this word every day.
If you're enjoying this lesson, do us a favor. Hit that like button, share this with a friend who's learning English, and subscribe to English Connect so we can keep learning together.
All right, let's get into it. Okay, before we get into all the uses and patterns, let's just slow down for a moment and feel the word being.
Yes, because English isn't only about memorizing rules. It's about feeling comfortable when you speak.
Exactly. So when you hear the word being, what does it mean at its heart?
Well, being comes from the verb be, right? And be is all about existence, state, or how something is.
Yes. So being is like the active form of existing or experiencing something. It's about the state you're in right now or the process of existing.
That sounds a bit philosophical, but actually, it shows up in super simple everyday sentences.
Right. Like when you say, I enjoy being outside, you're talking about the experience of existing outside, the state of being there.
Or thank you for being kind. You're talking about the act or experience of kindness.
So even though being might look small, it carries a lot of meaning. It's about states, experiences, and continuous actions.
And once you feel that, using being becomes much more natural.
All right, Jason, let's talk about the most common way people use being every single day, continuous tenses.
Yes, this is the classic I am being or I was being structure. Super useful and very natural.
Exactly. So imagine this situation. Your friend is usually very calm and quiet, but today they're acting different, maybe loud or silly.
You might say, you're being so funny today.
Yes, perfect example. Your being funny means right now, in this moment, you are acting funny. It's temporary.
And that's the key word, temporary. Being in continuous tenses shows a temporary state or behavior, not a permanent one.
Right. Compare these two sentences. You are funny versus you are being funny.
Oh, I see the difference. You are funny means it's your personality. You're always funny. But you are being funny means just right now in this moment.
Exactly. Let's try another one. He is rude versus he is being rude.
He is rude sounds like that's his character, but he is being rude means today, right now, he's acting rude, but maybe he's not usually like that.
Yes, that's such an important difference, and we use this all the time in daily English.
Like when kids are acting up, parents might say, stop being silly, or you're being too loud.
Exactly. It's about behavior in the moment. Now, we can also use being in the past continuous, like I was being careful or she was being very patient.
Oh, so that's when you're describing how someone was acting at a specific time in the past.
Yes. For example, I was being quiet because everyone was sleeping.
That's really natural. So remember, everyone, being in continuous tenses is all about temporary actions or states, not permanent characteristics.
Okay, now let's talk about another really common pattern, being plus an adjective.
Right, like being happy, being honest, being careful.
Yes, and this is where being shows the experience or state of something. Let me give you an example. I love being creative.
Oh, that's nice. So you're talking about the experience of creativity, the state of being creative.
Exactly. Or you could say being honest is important.
So here, being honest is like a noun phrase. It's the subject of the sentence.
Yes, that's called a gerund. Being can act like a noun, representing the act or experience of something.
Can we try a few more examples?
Sure, being patient takes practice. Being kind costs nothing. I enjoy being alone sometimes.
Wow, these all sound so natural and they're not complicated at all.
Exactly. You're just describing an experience or state. And notice, being here doesn't need a continuous tense. It's just the gerund form.
So when I say being healthy is my goal, I'm talking about the state of health as a concept.
Perfect. You got it.
All right, Sophia, this next one might sound a little more advanced, but it's actually very common, using being in passive voice.
Yes. Don't worry, everyone. It's easier than it sounds. Let me give you an example. The room is being cleaned right now.
Ah, okay, so instead of saying someone is cleaning the room, you say the room is being cleaned.
Exactly. The focus is on the room, not on who is doing the action.
And being here shows that the action is happening right now, in progress.
Yes. Compare this. The room is cleaned versus the room is being cleaned.
The room is cleaned sounds like it's finished, done, but the room is being cleaned means it's happening now.
Exactly. Let's try more examples. The car is being repaired. The food is being prepared. The report is being reviewed.
So all of these show actions happening right now, but in passive voice.
Yes, and you'll hear this a lot in professional or formal English. Like at work, someone might say, "Your request is being processed."
Or at a restaurant, your order is being prepared.
Exactly. It's polite, professional, and very natural.
Can we use being in past passive too?
Yes, like the building was being renovated last year, or I felt like I was being watched.
Oh, that last one sounds a bit mysterious.
It does, but it's very natural. So remember, being in passive voice shows an action in progress, and the focus is on the receiver of the action, not the doer. Okay, Jason, let's talk about something a little different now. Sometimes being is actually a noun on its own.
Oh, you mean like a human being?
Exactly. Being as a noun means a living creature or person.
So human being just means a person, right?
Yes, and we also say living being for any creature that's alive.
Like all living beings deserve respect.
Perfect. You can also hear it in more philosophical or spiritual contexts, like we are all spiritual beings.
Or every being on this planet is connected.
Yes, it sounds more formal or thoughtful, but it's definitely used.
So when being is a noun, it's usually about existence or a creature, not an action.
Exactly. Just remember, when you see a being or beings, it's talking about creatures or people as entities. All right, now let's have some fun with common phrases and expressions that use being.
Yes, these are the ones you'll hear all the time in real conversations.
First one, for the time being. Have you heard this before, Jason?
Yes, it means for now or temporarily, right?
Exactly, like I'm staying here for the time being.
So it's not permanent, just for now.
Yes. Another one, being said, as in, that being said.
Oh, I hear this a lot. Like, I like the idea. That being said, we need more time.
Perfect. It's a transition phrase. It means however or but on the other hand.
Very useful in conversations and writing.
Next one, well-being.
Oh, that's about health and happiness, right?
Yes, I care about my mental well-being. Or exercise improves your well-being.
So well-being is like your overall health, physical, mental, emotional.
Exactly. And here's a fun one, without being rude.
Oh, like, can I ask, without being rude, how old are you?
Yes, it's a polite way to soften a direct question or comment.
Or, without being negative, I think we should reconsider.
Perfect. So these expressions with being are super common and make your English sound much more natural.
Okay, Sophia, let's talk about some mistakes learners often make with being.
Yes, this is helpful because once you know what to avoid, your English becomes much clearer.
So what's the first common mistake?
Using being when you just need be or the simple form. For example, some learners say, I want being happy.
Oh, that doesn't sound right.
Exactly. It should be, I want to be happy. After want, you use the infinitive to be, not being.
So being isn't used after every verb.
Right. Being usually comes after prepositions or when it's a gerund, like, I'm tired of being sad. Here, of is a preposition, so being is correct.
Got it. What's another mistake?
Confusing being with been. For example, saying, I have being there instead of I have been there.
Oh, yes. Been is the past participle used with have.
Exactly. Being is the present participle or gerund, but been is for perfect tenses.
So I have been working is correct, but I have being working is wrong.
Yes, and one more. Overusing being in simple sentences, like saying, I am being a student.
That sounds strange. It should just be I am a student.
Exactly. Being in continuous tenses is for temporary actions or behaviors, not permanent states like your identity.
So these small adjustments make a big difference in sounding natural.
All right, everyone, let's do a quick summary of everything we learned about being today.
Yes, let's make it clear and simple.
First, we learned being in continuous tenses for temporary actions, like, you're being so kind today.
Right, it's about behavior in the moment, not permanent character.
Then, being plus adjectives to describe states or experiences, like being honest is important, or I love being creative.
Yes, and we learned being in passive voice for actions in progress. The food is being prepared.
Exactly. We also talked about being as a noun, like human being or living being.
And we covered common expressions. For the time being, that being said, well-being, and without being rude.
Finally, we looked at common mistakes to avoid, like using being instead of been, or overusing it in simple sentences.
So being is actually very flexible and natural once you understand the patterns.
Yes, and the best way to remember is to use it in real conversations.
Now it's your turn. Here's a fun challenge. Finish this sentence. I love being...
Think about it. Maybe, I love being outside in nature, or I love being with my family.
And here's another. Right now, I'm being...
Like, right now, I'm being very focused, or right now, I'm being patient.
Write it down, say it out loud, or tell a friend.
Yes, the more you practice, the more natural being will feel.
All right, friends, we've come to the end of today's lesson.
Remember, you don't need to memorize everything at once. Just listen, repeat, and use being little by little in your daily English.
Exactly. Being isn't complicated. It's natural, flexible, and once you feel it, it becomes easy.
The key is practice. Even just a few minutes every day makes a huge difference.
So keep using it. Make small sentences. Try it with friends, and don't worry about mistakes.
Yes, and if you enjoyed this lesson, please like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to English Connect.
We're so happy to have you learning with us. Keep practicing, and soon, being will feel completely natural in your English.
All right, everyone. See you next time. Keep smiling, keep speaking, and remember, English is easier than you think.
Bye, and see you in the next episode.
Bye!